I've not been a fan of this man's. I don't like how he talks to us. I don't like how he talks to the nation. People got very, very, very angry and still are angry. I mean, I'm getting, all of the mail from folks and the very real anger because people feel very different. Not a good thing. It's not good for women because you are now being told and dictated to, and you can't say anything because they, throw you in a jail or whatever. I respect everything everyone is saying to me, and I don't want to fake apologize. I was...
You know what? X is an adorable name, and perhaps a grown woman who named herself Whoopi should refrain from mocking a 4-year-old for the name his parents gave him.
You become slave fodder. It's not good for anyone, and it's not good for poor folks. It is not good for y'all, because I am very upset about that people are misunderstood what I was saying.
Whoopi Goldberg recently had a severe emotional breakdown right in the middle of a heavily publicized courtroom face-off. This time, it appears she may not be able to recover. She spent quite some time making jabs at Elon Musk's private life, but she never once imagined he'd respond with concrete evidence. Let me tell you, Elon didn't just clap back. He arrived with fresh documentation, strong legal ammunition, and a sweeping lawsuit that's put Whoopi in a vulnerable spot. Sources say she was spotted in tears before the judge, and honestly, no one's surprised. Let's trace this back to its roots, because Whoopi didn't just wander into Elon's domain without warning. She practically invited herself in by publicly making fun of his 4-year-old son. That's pretty outrageous, especially since Elon already went through the trauma of losing a child to what he calls the woke mind virus. Frankly, I'm glad he decided to hold Goldberg accountable.
Yesterday, Elon Musk took his son X to a press conference. I did not name the child. And I don't want to hear any more mess about our names, okay?
Recently, Whoopi crossed a line by diving into Elon's private life, broadcasting comments about his children, romantic history, and even questioning his mental stability on live TV. Regardless of whether you're a fan or a critic of Elon, you've got to admit that he rarely just shrugs off insults. The man thrives on a good public spat, so it comes as no surprise that he fired back. But instead of just a quick tweet, he filed a colossal $900 million lawsuit, dropping documentation that Whoopi would never have wanted out in the open. Let's just say she probably regrets ever uttering his name.
This is not something I'd recommend, frankly. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, but it is. I'm just looking at this video and it's so bizarre.
According to Elon, Whoopi has been involved in secret business dealings. Court records reveal that she allegedly maintained undisclosed agreements with various media outlets, the same publications that have been slamming Elon for months. Why is that such a big deal? Well, because Whoopi has spent ages ridiculing Elon's commercial ventures, while simultaneously partnering with the very people trying to drag him down. Naturally, she didn't reveal any of that while taking shots at him. However, in this latest legal hearing, Elon made sure everyone could see the real story. And that's not even the part that rattled Whoopi the most. The next revelation was the real bombshell that left her scrambling. From what we're hearing, Elon disclosed that Whoopi was the beneficiary of unpublicized payments from particular political and media organizations that have been campaigning to tarnish his reputation. These funds, meant to remain hidden, are now key elements in the legal proceedings against her. And there's more. Elon's legal team also uncovered that Whoopi played a behind-the-scenes role in crafting negative narratives about him on major TV channels. Evidently, she lobbied showrunners to label Musk as erratic and dangerous, all while pocketing cash from groups that stand to gain from damaging his public image.
You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't.
This situation isn't just political back and forth anymore. Whoopi now faces severe monetary turmoil. It looks like Elon's receipts weren't just for internet clout. These documents are valid evidence in a real lawsuit, and Whoopi is quickly discovering the dangers of crossing a billionaire who has the means to fight back. Maybe she believed she could spout any allegation about Elon and face no repercussions. But word around town is that she's being slapped with a $900 million lawsuit for libelous remarks, particularly about Elon's mental health and family. It didn't just blindside her, it reportedly rocked her world. Multiple sources say Whoopi was handed the legal documents, and upon grasping just how dire the situation had become, she burst into tears right in the courtroom. This isn't some inconsequential dispute either. The monetary damages alone could reach staggering numbers, not to mention what she might shell out in legal costs or potential settlements, but the financial hit might be the least of her problems. If Elon emerges victorious, she might end up ousted from her top TV show.
I appreciate that people are having a hard time. Me too.
Yeah.
I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here.
Billionaires are known to use lawsuits to send a message, so just imagine the humiliation if Whoopi is forced to apologize to Musk in front of a live studio audience. And Elon being Elon, you know he won't accept some half-hearted statement. To make matters worse, if Whoopi loses, her standing in the industry will plummet. People might stop listening to her takes altogether. The broader public is also an issue. Who would want to hire her after she's officially labeled in court as someone who spreads falsehoods? The entertainment business runs on credibility, and if you're recognized for slander, you become a liability. Networks, advertisers, and executives typically steer clear of personalities with legal baggage, especially if they've been proven to lie. And let's be frank, if you believe Elon will just forgive and forget, think again.
Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care?
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
So how are everyday fans reacting? Well, sympathy is scarce, social media is buzzing, but most folks aren't siding with Whoopi. Many say she waged a war she couldn't possibly win, and they're ripping into her for not calculating the fallout. The online commentary is savage, with one user declaring that she fully earned this. Another quipped that Whoopi's mouth is her own worst enemy and hinted that this fiasco might cost her spot on The View. And it's not just random usernames chiming in. Various commentators and influencers are weighing in, arguing that Elon is in the right for taking Whoopi to task. A few have also pointed out that this could be a turning point for celebrities who think they can verbally attack public figures without consequences.
You take aim at a 4-year-old? I mean, look, I get that he's operating at your reading level, but come on. At least have the decency to go after someone who's reached puberty.
At the end of the day, it seems Whoopi badly underestimated Elon. She might have thought a few witty jibes were enough, but she's landed herself in a legal entanglement that could upend her entire career. And it may be nowhere near finished.
This was my thought process, and I will work hard not to think that way again.
What's the next step for Whoopi, and does she have a shot at a comeback? Here's what we know. Her defense team is in a tight spot. Word is that her lawyers are scrambling to craft a line of defense because they're fully aware this could get very, very ugly. Apparently, she's hoping to settle as quickly as possible before the situation worsens. ABC News, among other large organizations, really doesn't appreciate being linked to this fiasco. Corporate giants hate bad press, and being tied to a star who's locked in a public dispute with Elon Musk is definitely not the brand image they covet. Some insiders even claim ABC is terminating her contract. If that happens, it would be a major blow to her career, and it might be nearly impossible to recover from such a massive public setback. Meanwhile, Elon isn't likely to let this drop. If anything, rumors suggest he's got yet another round of incriminating information that might completely destroy Whoopi's reputation. And let's be real. If it's from Elon, chances are it'll be massive. So can Whoopi escape this scandal without irreparable damage, or is this effectively the downfall of her professional life? Feel free to share what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates. Whether you're on Team Whoopi or Team Elon, this case is shaping up to be a wild ride, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Stay tuned, because it feels like there's still plenty of drama left to unfold.